What's up, ladies and germs? It's your boy Avionics back with another action figure review. Now in this video, we're going to be taking a look at SH Figuarts Hulk from the Avengers Infinity War. Now this figure has actually been out since Infinity War, but I chose this particular Hulk because in my opinion, this one resembles the character from the movies the best way among all the different Infinity War or Avengers or Endgame Hulks that are out there between, SH Figuarts and Marvel Legends series and everyone else in between. I think this one resembles the movie character the best. And then number two is how awesome it comes with different head sculpts and different hand sculpts. So once again, this brand is the SH Figuarts, made by Tamashii Nations and Bandai. Alright, so before we crack them open, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the packaging. So here in the window, we can see the different head sculpts that he comes with. And we see the upper half of his body. Here we have the SH Figuarts branding and the Hulk logo. And then down here we have the official Tamashii Nations quality control sticker. Now there are some knockoffs out there in the world on the internet, so be careful. Just be wary that if you find a cheap version of Hulk, that it's probably a knockoff. This one, I believe I paid around $60 for, but the knockoffs are somewhere around the $30 area. On the side, we have a Hulk product shot. On the other side, we have just branding logos, and on the back, we have more product shots of how well Hulk looks and how he can pose. It says simple style and heroic action. A bunch of the Chinese or Japanese, I don't know what, who makes this. I can't tell by the script, but yeah, barcode. And then on the bottom, you do have more information as far as the company. All right, now let's go ahead and crack him open out of his plastic prison. All right, so this Hulk falls in line with the rest of the 1/12 scale figures all across the board, especially with Marvel Legends series. So most of my MCU figures are Marvel Legends series. I do have another few SH Figuarts and even some older generation Walmart exclusive Marvel. All right, so here we have Hulk out of his prison, and we're gonna take a look at the different head sculpts first. So the one that he comes out of the box with is this one. Now look, tell me that does not look like Hulk among all the other toys out there, the action figures. This is the best looking Hulk. Just look at the sculpt and the detail of the hair and the face. Look at those eyes. Okay, so that's the one that comes out of the package. And then this one, we have this big, angry Hulk. Just look at that fine detail all the way down to the teeth. And there's the peg hole for when to change them out. And here's the really angry Hulk. Hulk smash face. That looks really, really good. Now this video and the photos do not give this Hulk any justice. Well, I think it does kind of, but it looks so much better when you're holding it in your hands and up close. And then the hands that it comes with out of the package are closed fists. And then the one that are loose that you can change them out with are the two big, just sprawled out fingers. Yeah, good focus here. There we go. The sculpt and the texture is amazing. You can see the veins popping out. I really like how it's not very glossy. Like the whole figure and all these accessories are not glossy whatsoever. Maybe a slight gloss on the body compared to everything else, but like if you look back at the fit, see how you can see it's more matte here, but it's more glossy here. It'd be nice if they actually matched up the finish, but let's take a look at the details of the Hulk. Now, they did incorporate some shading along the muscle lines. Now, at first, you might be kind of wary about all these gaps and crevices, but I mean, if you take a look at the detail and how well this, we're going to go over articulation, you're going to see why those gaps are necessary. And if you can get over the fact of that, then you're going to have some awesome posing with your Hulk. And look at those bulging shoulders. So they continued with the shading all along that back, huge monstrous back. And then he's wearing his torn up pants that he stretches out. So the pants are a one color. It's like a dark charcoal gray, and then they did paint the button on his pants. It's kind of like a faint, very faint gold. And then we have the tear marks and the details of the pants. We've got like creases and folds going on, which looks really great. And down to his calf muscles, we have some more veins popping out. And then the feet, those big planters that's gonna plant right on the ground, nice for us. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. So right away, before we get into articulation, holding Hulk feels nice and solid. He seems a little creaky, but I mean, this is actually my first SH Figuarts that I'm opening up. I do have Iron Spidey. I'll do a review on him in the next week or so. But he feels really solid. So let's go ahead and look at articulation. So his neck is double jointed, one at the where the head meets the neck, and then one where the neck meets the collarbone. So we have him looking down really good. He looks up really well too. We do have nice tilting action side to side. His head rotates all the way around. So the neck articulation is just awesome. All right, let's take a look at shoulder articulation. All right, so he can go up laterally pretty well. And there is butterfly action going on here. Look at that. And then we have, obviously his arm goes all the way around. And then we have double jointed elbows, which looks really great. And it does interfere when the forearm hits the bicep here, but it's still pretty good double jointed action. And then hands, it swivels all the way around and it rotates all the way around. So it does swivel side to side and up and down on both sides. Now his chest piece, torso, he's gonna be able to scrunch or ab crunch really well. Check that out, because there's two different pieces here. You have the upper torso and the mid torso and then the waist, and then he can arch back pretty well. Pretty good, not I mean really well, but pretty good. But once you do that, you start to see the gaps here. But like I said, it's to be able to pose him really well, and I don't really care about those gaps. And then he does twist all the way around. You probably could, but I don't want to. He might pop out of his socket there. And then legs. So there's him with his leg forward, leg back before it hits the butt, but he can do the splits quite well. And then he has his thighs swivel. It doesn't go all the way around like a lot of Marvel Legends series figures do, but just enough to get the job done. He does have double jointed knees, and the joint doesn't look too bad when you have it. That's as far back as it goes. But he's Hulk. He's not supposed to really be able to flex that easy, even though he can do the splits. And then feet articulation. We have rotation or swivel, and then it does point up, point down, and then we even have some toe articulation. How cool is that? One thing to note is that he does not have any peg holes on the bottom of his feet, but for the most part, he can plant himself on a flat level surface quite well. And I am noticing now just this little paint scuff, which is unfortunate. I may try to get some alcohol, use some alcohol to clean that up. So all of his joints feel really good, and they're not loose. So let's go ahead and swap out some head sculpts and hand sculpts. So it's quite easy to pop the head off. Let's go ahead and put on this face sculpt. And there's a closer look at the ball joint. All right, yeah. So it comes off and goes on pretty good. So there's that face sculpt. Let's go ahead and change out the hands. Same thing with the hands. Hands come off pretty good. There is the ball joint. Let's go ahead and put this one. So the hands are a little bit not as easy as popping on the head, but it is on. Doesn't want to make that popping sound. All right, so here we have Hulk with that face and these hands. Okay, let's go ahead and put on the other face, the really angry face. All right, there we go. Let me know what you guys think of how everything looks. I really want to know what you guys think. I think he looks amazing. So like I said, this Hulk falls along the 1/12 scale. So he's going to be towering over everyone, and he is basically over 8 inches. Here we have kind of a weird angle with the camera, but if you're looking at it, the ruler and him straight on, he is standing at about 8¼ inches tall. All right, so as far as scale comparison with other figures in the MCU, here we have my Walmart exclusive Hawkeye and the more recent Black Widow figure coming from the Black Widow movie that comes out next July. And here we have Hulk with Loki and the Iron Patriot. Here Hulk is with Ebony Maw and Corvus Glaive. And then here we have Hulk with Cull Obsidian and Proxima Midnight. But yeah, I'm very happy to have chosen this specific model of Hulk. Once again, this is the Avengers Infinity War Hulk, made by SH Figuarts, Tamashii Nations Bandai. He looks really well with the rest of my MCU collection. Poses really well. The details are magnificent. So this is going to wrap up this action figure review video on him. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, I'd appreciate it if you'd Hulk smash that like button. Leave any of your comments and thoughts down below, and please don't forget to Hulk smash that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell to be notified of future action review videos like this one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.